throws the weekend dead. I'm staring at the ceiling of this rented bed. The coffee's bitter and the kitchen's cold, just like the cruelest words your father told. He looked at my worn-out worker's boots, said a family like mine has no royal roots. They packed your velvet bags and changed the locks, leaving me with nothing but this cardboard box. Now it's just my empty Sunday, heavy and gray, watching the ghost of our love drift away. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a knot in my chest. A poor man's heart never passes their test. How do we tear down a bridge built so deep? You're the one luxury I'm forbidden to keep. The church bells are ringing, but I'm on my knees, begging for mercy from these memories. We used to share a single cigarette on the rainy curbside where we first met. You swore my empty pockets didn't mean a thing before they forced you to take off my silver ring. Now you're trapped inside that high wall estate, and I'm stuck outside of your gilded gate. It's so hard to let go when the blood runs warm, but a beggar's romance can't survive their storm. Now it's just my empty Sunday, heavy and gray, watching the ghost of our love drift away. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a knot in my chest. A poor man's heart never passes their test. How do we tear down a bridge built so deep? You're the one luxury I'm forbidden to keep. The church bells are ringing, but I'm on my knees, begging for mercy from these memories. They bought your silence with a diamond chain and left me drowning in this weekend rain. I hate their money and I hate their pride, but I hate this empty space by my side. We tried to fight them, but the wall was too high. Now I'm just a broke man watching Sunday die. Now it's just my empty Sunday, heavy and gray, watching the ghost of our love drift away. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a knot in my chest. A poor man's heart never passes their test. How do we tear down a bridge built so deep? You're the one luxury I'm forbidden to keep. The church bells are ringing, but I'm on my knees, begging for mercy from these memories. The sun goes down on my calloused hands, a lonely survivor in these broken lands. No hello tomorrow, just a dark afternoon. Goodbye, my angel, it ended too soon. I sit alone on this broken porch, watching the embers of a dying torch. My hands are callous from the factory floor, but hard work couldn't open up your door. Your mother saw my torn up winter coat and handed back the last sweet note I wrote. They said my poverty would drag you down, then they drove you away to another town. Now I'm drowning in the quiet after her departure. Every corner of this room is a brand new torture. It's a bitter pill to swallow, it's a heavy chain. A poor man's love only brings you pain. How do we break a bond that cuts this deep? You're the one memory I'm not allowed to keep. The house is empty and the fire is cold, left with a story that was never told. I walked the gravel roads we used to pace before they wiped my name right off your face. They bought your freedom with a gold-rimmed lie and left me here to watch the sun die. You didn't fight them when they packed your bags, just looked away at my pride in rags. It hurts to love you, but it's worse to part when a wealthy family breaks a broke man's heart. Now I'm drowning in the quiet after her departure. Every corner of this room is a brand new torture. It's a bitter pill to swallow, it's a heavy chain. A poor man's love only brings you pain. How do we break a bond that cuts this deep? You're the one memory I'm not allowed to keep. The house is empty and the fire is cold, left with a story that was never told. They told you money buys a better life, that a beggar's son can't take a wife. I hate the riches that pulled us apart, and I hate this empty bleeding heart. But most of all, I hate the midnight air, because I reach across the bed and you're not there. Now I'm drowning in the quiet after her departure. Every corner of this room is a brand new torture. It's a bitter pill to swallow, it's a heavy chain. A poor man's love only brings you pain. How do we break a bond that cuts this deep? You're the one memory I'm not allowed to keep. The house is empty and the fire is cold, left with a story that was never told. The dust settles down on the kitchen floor. I won't hear your footsteps anymore, just the echo of the train and the pouring rain and the permanent stain of a poor man's pain. I watched the factory soot around this empty, rented space. My father works the tracks to pay the bills, while your family looks down from wealthy hills. Your mother saw my faded, patched up shirt and treated my family name like common dirt. They said my poverty would pull you down, then packed your bags and drove you out of town. And we went falling without warning to the ground, where a poor man's cry doesn't make a sound. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy stone, a broke man's heart left completely alone. How do I tear out a root grown so deep, when your memory is all I'm allowed to keep? The ties are breaking, but the pain stays tight. We crashed down hard in the middle of the night. We used to share a single coat for warmth, huddled in the doorway through the winter storm. You swore my empty pockets didn't matter then, before they said you'd never see my face again. Now you wear their diamonds and their golden lace, while I try to survive in this lonely place. It's so hard to part when the love runs deep, but a beggar's romance is a dream you can't keep. And we went falling without warning to the ground, where a poor man's cry doesn't make a sound. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy stone, a broke man's heart left completely alone. How do I tear out a root grown so deep, when your memory is all I'm allowed to keep? The ties are breaking, but the pain stays tight. We crashed down hard in the middle of the night. They bought your future with a legacy fund and shut the door on a poor man's son. I hate their status and I hate their pride, but I hate the emptiness I hold inside. We tried to hold on as the skies turned black, but we hit the earth and there's no going back. And we went falling without warning to the ground, where a poor man's cry doesn't make a sound. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy stone, a broke man's heart left completely alone. How do I tear out a root grown so deep, when your memory is all I'm allowed to keep? The ties are breaking, but the pain stays tight. We crashed down hard in the middle of the night. The dust settles down on the gravel street, leaving nothing but the dirt beneath my feet. No safety net to save a love so true, falling without warning away from you. stare at the frame on my bedside crate. The only luxury in this room of late. My hands are stained from the graveyard shift, but my empty pockets caused our final rift. Your mother called my family common thieves as I walked away through the autumn leaves. They said my background was a dark disease and bent your will right to your knees. Now a photograph hurts, it cuts like steel, reminding me of how we used to feel. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left entirely alone. How do I tear out a root this deep when you're the only ghost I wanna keep? The frame is cracked and the colors fade, just like the beautiful mistakes we made. We used to laugh in the pouring rain, huddled tight beneath the cargo train. You swore my poverty was just a word before their cruel ultimatums were heard. Now you wear the diamonds and the golden lace, trying hard to wipe away my face. It's so hard to break when the tie is tied, but a beggar cannot win a rich man's fight. Now a photograph hurts, it cuts like steel, reminding me of how we used to feel. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left entirely alone. How do I tear out a root this deep when you're the only ghost I wanna keep? The frame is cracked and the colors fade, just like the beautiful mistakes we made. They bought your future with a legacy fund and cast out the shadow of a poor man's son. I hate the privilege that tore us apart, and I hate the glossy paper tearing at my heart. I wanna burn it, wanna throw it away, but it's the only piece of you that chose to stay. Now a photograph hurts, it cuts like steel, reminding me of how we used to feel. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left entirely alone. How do I tear out the root this deep when you're the only ghost I wanna keep? The frame is cracked and the colors fade, just like the beautiful mistakes we made. I turn the picture face down on the wood to stop the bleeding if I only could. The room goes dark, the shadows grow tall, nothing left but dust against the wall. I wash the engine grease right off my skin, but I can't wash away the state I'm in. My mother mends my clothes by candlelight, while your family plans your wedding night. Your father said my bloodline is too low to ever let our bitter romance grow. They wrapped you in a silk and golden gown and moved your life to the wealthy side of town. Now I wake up and I find her side cold, paying the price for the lies they sold. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy storm, a poor man's heart left freezing alone. How do I tear out a roof grown so deep when your empty pillow is all I keep? The mattress is bare and the winter is bold. Every morning I wake up to her side cold. We used to share a blanket on the floor and listen to the wind outside the door. You didn't care about my empty plate before your family locked their iron gate. Now you don't even answer when I call, just another shadow on my bedroom wall. It's so hard to break when the love is real, but a beggar's heart isn't something they feel. Now I wake up and I find a side cold, paying the price for the lies they sold. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left freezing alone. How do I tear out a roof grown so deep when your empty pillow is all I keep? The mattress is bare and the winter is bold. Every morning I wake up to her side cold. They bought your future with a trust fund check and left me standing in this emotional wreck. I hate the status and I hate their name, and I hate that my poverty carries the blame. We try to hold the line against their pride, but I woke up today with no one by my side. Now I wake up and I find her side cold, paying the price for the lies they sold. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left freezing alone. How do I tear out a roof grown so deep when your empty pillow is all I keep? The mattress is bare and the winter is bold. Every morning I wake up to her side cold. The morning sun hits the frost on the glass, a painful reminder that some things can't pass. I reach out my hand, but the blankets are old. Nothing but shadows and her side cold. my heavy coat behind the door and drop my work bags on the dusty floor. My hands are split and calloused from the trade, but hard work couldn't save the plans we made. Your mother looked right through my family name, said a boy like me would bring her daughter shame. They built a fortress out of golden pride and pushed me back into the cold outside. But in my mind, I kept us alive, where a poor man's love could still survive. It's a bitter party, it's a heavy stone to hold the weight of two all on my own. How do I tear out a root grown this deep? You're the one promise I was born to keep. The world gave up and threw our love away, but I kept us until today. We used to share a single bowl of rice and swear that staying together was worth the price. You didn't care about my empty hands before they forced you into their demands. Now you're a prize inside their high estate, and I'm a stranger at your iron gate. It's so hard to break when the blood runs warm, but a beggar's romance can't outlive their storm. But in my mind, I kept us alive, where a poor man's love could still survive. It's a bitter party, it's a heavy stone to hold the weight of two all on my own. How do I tear out a root grown this deep? You're the one promise I was born to keep. The world gave up and threw our love away, but I kept us until today. They bought your presence with a diamond ring and left me here with absolutely nothing. I hate their fortunes and I hate their pride, but I hate outside, I hold this ghost inside. We fought the tide until our lungs went dry, but a broke man can't fight a wealthy life. But in my mind, I kept us alive, where a poor man's love could still survive. It's a bitter pardon, it's a heavy stone to hold the weight of two all on my own. How do I tear out a root grown this deep? You're the one promise I was born to keep. The world gave up and threw our love away, but I kept us until today. I opened up my hand and let you go into the riches that you go. Watch the water drop from the roof. My empty pockets are the only proof that I couldn't buy you the things you need. Your family planted a bitter seed. They saw my mother's worn out shoes, said a boy like me is born to lose. They pulled you back from my rusted car and told me I'm reaching for a star too far. And now when it pours, I remember rain washing away our love down the drain. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left freezing alone. How do I tear out a root this deep when your wet umbrella is all I keep? The sky is dark and the shadows grow. It's so hard to break when you love her so. We used to share a single coat on the street, locking out loud in the summer heat. You didn't care about my lack of gold before your family took total control. Now you stand under their porch so dry, while I stand outside and watch you cry. Your silence kills me more than their grief. A broken promise is all I bleed. And now when it pours, I remember rain washing away our love down the drain. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left freezing alone. How do I tear out a root this deep when your wet umbrella is all I keep? The sky is dark and the shadows grow. It's so hard to break when you love her so. They built a dam to block our flood. They couldn't stand my common blood. I hate their mentions, I hate their pride, but I hate the storm that's trapped inside. We tried to hold on through the heavy gale, but a beggar ship was built to fail. And now when it pours, I remember rain washing away our love down the drain. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left freezing alone. How do I tear out a root love her so. The pavement dries, but the memory stays. The coldest end to our warmest days. The clouds are gone, but the teardrops remain, forever drowning in the memory of rain. I hang my worn work boots up by the stove and count the few bills that I managed to save. My father still works till his vision goes dim, and I know your family looks down upon him. They saw my old truck and my faded blue jeans, said a laborer's house isn't fit for a queen. They built up a wall out of titles and gold and forced you to leave me out here in the cold. And I still wonder if you look at the stars and wish you were back in my rusted up car. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's devotion just drowning in pain. How do I sever a root grown this deep when your quiet ghost is the one thing I keep? The silence is heavy, the shadows are tall. I'm writing your name on this cracked plaster wall. We used to share bread on the cold kitchen floor and laugh at the wind pushing hard on the door. You didn't care that my pockets were bare before they demanded you change what we shared. Now you're attending their high society balls while I'm trapped inside of these suffocating walls. It's so hard to break when the love is still warm, but a beggar's romance cannot outlive their storm. And I still wonder if you look at the stars and wish you were back in my rusted up car. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's devotion just drowning in pain. How do I sever a root grown this deep when your quiet ghost is the one thing I keep? The silence is heavy, the shadows are tall. I'm writing your name on this cracked plaster wall. They bought your compliance with legacy funds and shut out the light of a poor man's sons. I hate all their riches, I hate all their pride, but I hate how your memory won't step aside. till our voices were broken and raw. But poverty was the only flaw they saw. And I still wonder if you look at the stars and wish you were back in my rusted up car. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's devotion, just drowning in pain. How do I sever a root grown this deep when your quiet ghost is the one thing I keep? The silence is heavy, the shadows are tall. I'm writing your name on this cracked plaster wall. The midnight rain taps on the window pane as I try to scrub away every last stain. Do you ever regret the choices you made? I still wonder as the last colors fade. I stare at the grease on my working shirt, washing my hands of the factory dirt. My brothers are tracking the overtime pay while your father is driving your future away. You call my family a low-class mistake, a dynamic boundary that you shouldn't break. They packed your fine linens and shattered our slate and locked up the courtyard of your golden gate. Now love feels foreign, like an unknown tongue, a beautiful melody we shouldn't have sung. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's devotion, just drowning in pain. How do I sever a root grown this deep when your empty promise is all I can keep? The map has rewritten the lines we once drew, and I'm just a stranger who's still loving you. We used to share water from one plastic cup, sitting on curbs till the sun hit us up. You swore my empty pockets didn't mean a thing before they demanded you drop my cheap ring. Now you breathe the air of their high-class estate while I pace the floorboards and fight with our fate. It's so hard to break when the blood is still warm, but a beggar's romance can't survive their cold storm. Now love feels foreign, like an unknown tongue, a beautiful melody we shouldn't have sung. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's devotion, just drowning in pain. How do I sever a root grown this deep when your empty promise is all I can keep? The map has rewritten the lines we once drew, and I'm just a stranger who's still loving you. They bought your allegiance with diamonds and gold and left me out here in the freezing and old. I curse all the millions, I curse all their pride, but I curse my own weakness for staying outside. out. Now love feels foreign, like an unknown tongue. A beautiful melody we shouldn't have sung. It's a bitter goodbye. It's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's devotion, just drowning in pain. How do I sever a root grown this deep when your empty promise is all I can keep? The map has rewritten the lines we once drew, and I'm just a stranger who's still loving you. The neon signs flicker in words I can't read, a broken heart bleeding for what it don't need. I look at this space where your suitcase once stood. Love feels so foreign in my neighborhood. I count the pennies on the kitchen stand, the heavy burden of a working man. Your father saw my rusted, broken truck, said a girl like you shouldn't trust my luck. He threw my pride into the gravel dirt, told me my poverty would only hurt. They wrapped you up in silk and family pride, and locked the gates to keep me safe outside. Love left slowly, bleeding day by day. It's a bitter poison when you walk away. A poor man's promise under heavy rain. They broke our bond to save your family name. How do I tear out a root this deep? You're the one dream that I'm not allowed to keep. The ties are fraying, but they will not break. Every memory is a bitter ache. We used to share a single coat for warmth, shielding each other from the winter storm. You didn't care about my empty hands before they forced you into their demands. Now you look at me with distant eyes, swallowed up by all their golden lies. It hurts to hold you, but it's death to part when wealth steps in to crush a broke man's heart. Love left slowly, bleeding day by day. It's a bitter poison when you walk away. A poor man's promise under heavy rain. They broke our bond to save your family name. How do I tear out a root this deep? You're the one dream that I'm not allowed to keep. The ties are fraying, but they will not break. Every memory is a bitter ache. They told you money buys a better life, that a beggar's boy can't afford a tried to hold the line but lost the ground. Now I'm just a ghost in a wealthy town. Love left slowly, leading day by day. It's a bitter poison when you walk away. A poor man's promise under heavy rain. They broke our bond to save your family name. How do I tear out a root this deep? You're the one dream that I'm not allowed to keep. The ties are fraying, but they will not break. Every memory is a bitter ache. The taillights fade out on the muddy road, leaving me here with this crushing load. My pockets are empty and the fire is dead. Just the echo of the words your father said. I patched the holes in my old work boots. A man from a family with no golden roots. My hands are stained from the factory floor, but hard work couldn't open your father's door. He saw my rusty truck in the driveway lane, said a boy like me only brings you shame. They wrapped you in silk, they paid for your flight, and locked me outside in the freezing night. Now the days grow cold and the memories wear thin, trying to forget where your touch ends and mine begins. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy chain. A poor man's love only harbors pain. How do I tear out a root grown so deep when your faded picture is all I can keep? The thread is fraying, but the knot holds tight. We're breaking apart in the shadow of their mind. We used to share a single coffee cup, talking on the curb till the sun came up. You didn't care about my empty plate before your family decided our fate. Now you don't look me in the eyes no more. but poverty washed our tomorrow away. Now the days grow cold and the memories within, trying to forget where your touch ends and mine begins. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy chain, a poor man's love, only harvest pain. How do I tear out a root grown so deep when your faded picture is all I can keep? The thread is fraying, but the knot holds tight. We're breaking apart in the shadow of their might. The ink is fading on the notes you wrote. The dust is settling on my winter coat. I try to hold tight, but the lines begin to blur. The hardest part is losing the memory of her. Count the cracks on this plaster wall, waiting for a phone that will never call. My father works the docks till his fingers bleed. We live on what we have, not what we need. But your family wanted higher class, a golden future, not a boy of glass. They shattered us to pieces with a single look and tore our chapter from their storybook. And nothing replaced you, though I've tried, living with the ghost of a love that died. It's a bitter part, a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left completely alone. How do I break a bond that cuts this deep when you're the only treasure I was born to keep? The spaces you left are empty and wide, a broke man's sorrow with nowhere to hide. We used to dream on a rusted fire escape, watching the city take a different shape. Swore my empty hands were enough for you before your mother told you what you had to do. Now you're attending their high society balls while I'm trapped inside these suffocating walls. I see a new life in the morning news and look down at my scuffed up working shoes. And nothing replaced you, though I've tried, living with the ghost of a love that died. It's a bitter parting, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left completely alone. How do I break a bond that cuts this deep when you're the only treasure I was born to keep? The spaces you left are empty and wide, a broke man's sorrow with nowhere to hide. They bought your smile with a brand new name and left me here to carry all the blame. I hate their fortunes and I hate their pride, but I Now wealth is standing at your front door. Nothing replaced you, though I've tried. Living with the ghost of a love that died. It's a bitter party, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left completely alone. How do I break a bond that cuts this deep, when you're the only treasure I was born to keep? The spaces you left are empty and wide, a broke man's sorrow with nowhere to hide. I pour a drink in a chipped glass cup, staring at the sun as it's coming up. Other faces come, but they never stay. Nothing replaced you when you went away. I look at the key sitting on the crate. The radiator clicks because it's getting late. My family lives on the lower end street, where the money runs out before the cold and sleet. Your mother saw my frayed and faded cuffs, said a boy from this block isn't good enough. They dragged you back to their high-walled home and left me behind in the structure of stone. Now I'm trapped in this one room alone, staring at a silence that has chilled to the bone. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's heart just drowning in pain. How do I tear out a root grown so deep, when your empty space is all I can keep? The walls are closing in, the air is so cold, left with a love that we couldn't hold. We used to laugh on this mattress on the floor and shut out the world right behind that door. You didn't care that my kitchen was bare before they demanded you leave what we shared. Now you're attending their high society balls while I'm pacing back and forth between these walls. It's so difficult to break when the tie is so tight, but a beggar can't win a rich man's fight. Now I'm trapped in this one room alone, staring at a silence that has chilled to the bone. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's heart just drowning in pain. How do I tear out a root grown so deep, when your empty space is all I can keep? The walls are closing in, the air is so cold, left with a love that we couldn't hold. They bought your presence with a legacy fund and shut out the light of a poor man's son. I hate their status and I hate their name, and I hate that my bedroom carries the shame. We try to hold on as the world turned black, but they locked you away and there's no coming back. Now I'm trapped in this one room alone, staring at a silence that has chilled to the bone. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's heart just drowning in pain. How do I tear out a root grown so deep, empty space is all I can keep. The walls are closing in, the air is so cold, left with a love that we couldn't hold. The shadows stretch out across the bare floor. I won't see your coat on the hook anymore. 4 empty corners and a ceiling of gray. 1 room alone at the end of the day. I stack the wooden crates under the sun, sweeping through my shirt till the day is done. My family lives on what the soil can yield, while your father owns the mansion past the field. He saw me waiting by your gravel drive, said a boy like me can never keep your love alive. They bought a ticket for a silver train to wash my common name right out of your brain. And now we're staring at our last summer breeze, bringing a proud man down to his knees. It's a bitter pardon, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left freezing alone. How do I break a bond that cuts this deep? You're the one season I'm forbidden to keep. The leaves are turning and the shadows grow. It's so hard to leave when you love her so. To melt away the midnight hours, hiding in the tall grass and wildflowers. You didn't care about my empty hands before they forced you into their demands. Now you're packing up your velvet bags, looking away at my pride and rags. The autumn's coming to reclaim the land and pull your fingers from my calloused hand. And now we're staring at our last summer breeze, bringing a proud man down to his knees. It's a bitter pardon, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left freezing alone. How do I break a bond that cuts this deep? You're the one season I'm forbidden to keep. The leaves are turning and the shadows grow. It's so hard to leave when you love her so. They told you money buys a better life, that a laborer's son can't afford a wife. I hate their status and I hate their pride, but I hate the winter that's settling inside. We tried to stretch the days and hold the sun, but August is fading and our time is done. And now we're staring at our last summer breeze, bringing a proud man down to his knees. It's a bitter parting, it's a heavy stone, a poor man's heart left freezing alone. How do I break a bond that cuts this deep? You're the one season I'm forbidden to keep. The leaves are turning and the shadows grow. It's so hard to leave or so. The golden light is dying in the sky. The hardest part is watching summer die. Your car pulls out into the morning gray, or last summer just rolled away. Patch the holes in my leather shoes, walking down your avenue. Your father looks right through my faded jeans. He says a boy like me can't chase your dreams. I hold a handful of wild red flowers, waiting outside in the freezing showers, but the velvet curtains close so tight, locking me out of your world tonight. She became distant step by step, leaving behind the promises we kept. It's a bitter pill, it's a heavy chain, loving you through this financial pain. How do I walk away when my spirit's torn? A poor man's love that they treat with scorn. The miles between us are growing deep. You're a luxury I'm not allowed to keep. I remember the nights in the park bench seat, sharing a single breath, tasting so sweet. You didn't care about the empty plate. Before your family rewrote our fate. Now you don't look me in the eyes no more. When I see you standing at your front door, your silence speaks louder than their cruel words, like the saddest song that I've ever heard. She became distant step by step, leaving behind the promises we kept. It's a bitter pill, it's a heavy chain, loving you through this financial pain. How do I walk away when my spirit's torn? A poor man's love that they treat with scorn. The miles between us are growing deep. You're a luxury I'm not allowed to keep. It's hard to break up when the heart says stay, but my empty pockets drive you away. They bought your future, they sold my past. We always knew that it wouldn't last. You let go of my calloused hand and left me sinking in the shifting sand. She became distant step by step, leaving behind the promises we kept. It's a bitter pill, it's a heavy chain, loving you through this financial pain. How do I walk away when my spirit's torn? A poor man's love that they treat with scorn. The miles between us are growing deep. You're a luxury I'm not allowed to keep. I watch your taillights fade in the dark, leaving a cold, permanent mark. My pockets are empty, my heart is too. Goodbye, my rich girl, I still love you. I stare at the floorboards, warped and bare. The ghosts of your footsteps are everywhere. My father still works the cold dusted line, trading his health for $1 and dime. But your family wanted a pedigree, son, and pulled the trigger on what we'd begun. They called us a burden, a common mistake, and gave you a path that I couldn't take. She took everything when she went out the door, left my pockets empty and my heart on the floor. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy steel chain, a poor man's devotion just washes in rain. How do I sever a bond grown this deep? You're the one treasure I'm forbidden to keep. The house is a shell and the shadows are tall. She took my tomorrow and left me with war. We used to share soup from a chipped ceramic bowl, swearing that love was enough for the soul. You loved the grease on my working class hands before you surrendered to all their demands. Now you're wrapped up in diamonds and family pride, while I'm drowning in silence on the outside. It's so hard to break when the roots are so strong, but a beggar's romance doesn't last very long. She took everything when she went out the door, left my pockets empty and my heart on the floor. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy steel chain, a poor man's devotion just washes in rain. How do I sever a bond grown this deep? You're the one treasure I'm forbidden to keep. The house is a shell and the shadows are tall. She took my tomorrow and left me with war. They bought your allegiance with a trust fund check and left me behind in this emotional wreck. I hate the status and I hate their name, and I hate that my poverty carries the blame. You packed up your laughter, your smile and your grace, and left not a trace of your beautiful face. She took everything when she went out the door, left my pockets empty and my heart on the floor. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy steel chain, a poor man's devotion just washes in rain. How do I sever a bond grown this deep? You're the one treasure I'm forbidden to keep. The house is a shell took my tomorrow and left me with woe. Nothing but dust where your suitcase once stood. I'd change my whole life for you if I could. My hands are still calloused, my pockets are bare. She took everything and left me right here. I stare at the stains on my factory coat, reading the lines of the last page you wrote. My hands are split from the cold and the grime, but your father said loving you was my only crime. He stood in the hall of his marble estate, said a boy from the tracks cannot alter his fate. They locked up the courtyard and pulled down the shade to bury the beautiful plans that we made. And the night knows the weight of this bitter goodbye. It watches a broke man who's too proud to cry. It's a heavy chain dragging, a sharp twisting knife, when a poor family's name costs the love of your life. How do I tear out a root grown so deep? You're the one memory I'm forbidden to keep. The darkness is endless, the shadows are tall, and the silence is crashing right through every wall. We used to share coffee from one paper cup, laughing at midnight until the sun came up. You didn't care that my pockets were bare before they demanded you change what we shared. Now you look away when our paths cross by chance, trapped in the steps of their high society dance. It's so hard to break when the spirit is warm, but a beggar's romance cannot outlive their storm. And the night knows the weight of this bitter goodbye. It watches a broke man who's too proud to cry. It's a heavy chain dragging, a sharp twisting knife, when a poor family's name costs the love of your life. How do I tear out a root grown so deep? You're the one memory I'm forbidden to keep. The darkness is endless, but wealth won the day. And the high wall traditions just drove you away. And the night knows the weight of this bitter goodbye. It watches a broke man who's too proud to cry. It's a heavy chain dragging, a sharp twisted knife, when a poor family's name costs the love of your life. How do I tear out a root grown so deep? You're the one memory I'm forbidden to keep. The darkness is endless, the shadows are tall, and the silence is crashing right through every wall. The street lamps flicker and die on the street, leaving the dirt at the soles of my feet. The stars disappear as the cold moon glows. How much I still miss you, only the night knows. I stare at the grease on my working shirt and wash the dust of the daily dirt. Your father stood by his iron gate, said a boy from the slums can't change his fate. He called my family a dead-end road, a heavy debt that you shouldn't load. They pulled you back to their world of gold and left me outside in the bitter cold. And just like that, we lost tomorrow, traded our dreams for a lifetime of sorrow. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy chain. A poor man's love only leaves a stain. How do I break what is torn inside when our paradise died to their family pride? The bridge is burning and the water's deep. You're the one future I'm not allowed to keep. We used to dream by the railroad tracks, swearing we'd run and we'd never look back. You loved the calluses on my hand before they made you obey their command. Now you look at me like a stranger's ghost when I'm the one who loved you the most. It hurts to stay, but it's death to part, when a wealthy empire breaks a broke man's heart. And just like that, we lost tomorrow, traded our dreams for a lifetime of sorrow. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy chain. A poor man's love only leaves a stain. How do I break what is torn inside when our paradise died to their family pride? The bridge is burning and the water's deep. You're the one future I'm not allowed to keep. They build a wall out of dollar bills to block our view of the rolling hills. I hate their status and I hate their name, and I hate myself for playing their game. We try to hold on as the shadows grew, but poverty won and I lost you. And just like that, we lost tomorrow. Traded our dreams for a lifetime of sorrow. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy chain. A poor man's love only leaves a stain. How do I break what is torn inside? When our paradise died to their family pride. The bridge is burning and the water's deep. You're the one future I'm not allowed to keep. The clock strikes midnight on the studio wall. No footsteps coming down the empty hall. The calendar pages turn to gray. We lost tomorrow, starting today. I stare at the grease on my working shirt, washing my hands of the factory dirt. My father still counts out the coins for the rent, while I count the days since the message you sent. Your mother looked right through my faded blue jeans, said a boy from the slums can't afford your big dreams. They packed up your life in a car made of gold and left me out here in the bitter and cold. Now I stand in the shadow of where you were, blinded by dust and the memory of her. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's devotion, just drowning in pain. How do I sever a root grown this deep when your empty space is all I can keep? The ground is cracked open, the hallway is bare. I'm reaching for nothing, 'cause you are not there. We used to share soup from a chipped plastic bowl, swearing that love was enough for the soul. You didn't care that my kitchen was cold before your family took total control. Now you wear diamonds and high-class design, while I pace the floorboards that used to be mine. It's so hard to break when the tie is so tight, but a beggar can't win against a rich man's might. Now I stand in the shadow of where you were, blinded by dust and the memory of her. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's devotion, just drowning in pain. How do I sever a root grown this deep when your empty space is all I can keep? The ground is cracked open, the hallway is bare. 'cause you are not there. They bought your compliance with legacy funds and shut out the light of a poor man's sons. I hate all their riches, I hate all their pride, but I hate how your phantom won't leave my side. We fought till our voices were broken and raw, but poverty was the only flaw they saw. Now I stand in the shadow of where you were, blinded by dust and the memory of her. It's a bitter goodbye, it's a heavy lead chain, a poor man's devotion just drowning in pain. How do I sever a root grown this deep when your empty space is all I can keep? The ground is cracked open, the hallway is bare. I'm reaching for nothing, 'cause you are not there. The street lamp is flickering out in the yard. Accepting this ending is hitting me hard. I touch the cold wall where your silhouette stayed, and watch the last piece of our history fade. I sweep the dust from this concrete floor, staring at the shadow by the kitchen door. My hands are rough from the midnight shift, but a broke man's labor wasn't enough of a gift. Your father looked at my family's old name, say the union with me would bring them shame. They dragged you back to their high-class world and left my tattered life completely unfurled. Now your voice haunts every corner of this room, echoing through the silence and the gloom. It's a bitter parting, it's a heavy chain. A poor man's love only harbors pain. How do I tear out a bond this deep when your whispered promises are all I keep? The words you said are locked in my head, living in a ghost town where our future bled. I still remember the late night park, sharing a cheap soda in the quiet dark. You didn't care about my empty wallet then, before your mother said you'd never see me again. And now I swear I hear you call my name in the breeze, bringing a proud man down to his knees. But it's just the wind playing tricks on my mind, a cruel reminder of the love left behind. Now your voice haunts future bled. They bought your compliance with a silver key and locked you away from a beggar like me. I hate their wealth and I hate their pride, but I hate how your memory won't subside. We tried to scream out against their law, but poverty was the only flaw they saw. Now your voice haunts every corner of this room, echoing through the silence and the gloom. It's a bitter parting, it's a heavy chain, a poor man's love, only harvest pain. How do I tear out a bond this deep when your whispered promises are all I keep? The words you said are locked in my head, living in a ghost town where our future bled. The static on the radio fades to gray as I try to wash the memory of you away. But the final phrase you said stays clear. I have to go, my love, they're here.